Shalom, Israel.
Shalom.
Giving honor to the Most High. Been singing Habashah. We got a battle axe coming at you with a Monday night class. Like we always say, stay in the spirit, brothers and sisters. Scoot up a little bit. Like we always say, stay in the spirit, brothers and sisters. We're trying to feed you with many classes as possible so that you may be having a good, good week ahead of yourself, getting prepared for the Sabbath. Tonight's class will be the Most High man of the house. The Most High is man of the house. We're going to touch a few precepts tonight on actually being that man that the Most High wants you to be, and knowing the order and the roles and the steps and the guidelines that he gave us to be men, to even be called a man. Sometimes when these sisters are at college say, you're a little boy. Sometimes you might be acting like a little boy if you ain't going by the guidelines of this Bible. So we want to touch on that, on man. Being a man of the house. Being a man of the Most High God. Following the footsteps and the guidelines to become a man of the Most High God. Like we say, I hope everybody's standing in the spirit, getting ready for the Sabbath. Sabbath 5 days away, but hey, we're getting ready for it right now. And that's how you stand in the spirit, by always trying to get you more and more classes. If you haven't hit that subscribe button, make sure you do, man, so you can get all these classes.
God.
And we'll jump it off with the first precept tonight from Psalms 15, chapter 1, verse 3, because every time we bring a class out, every time we gather together, every time we put fringes on, every time we let our beards grow, we're doing it for what? You should be doing it for one reason. That's making it to the kingdom. That should be the be-all of everything that we do right now in our life, is to make it to the kingdom. So every class that we put out, every footnote, every guideline that you get from us, it should be on helping you prepare to get to the kingdom, getting ready for the kingdom. So this class tonight is hopefully preparing our men to be men and get ready for the kingdom, to be a man, to be called a man. So Psalm 15 and 1.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 15, verse 1.
Bring it out.
Lord, who shall abide in thy tabernacle?
King David say, Lord, who shall abide in thy tabernacle? Who shall be the ones that make it to the end, Heavenly Father, when you call them up? Go ahead.
Who shall dwell in the holy hill?
Who shall dwell in thy holy hill? This is a great question King David asking, man. I want to know who are the people that you should be calling up in this rapture, man, when it come down to it. Who are those that's going to be saved at 1/3, man? David asking a great question, man. And like we say, every time we do something, to what? To try to make it to the kingdom. So we need to know what kind of people are going to make it to the kingdom. Read on, verse 2.
He that walketh uprightly.
He that does what?
Walketh uprightly.
He that walketh uprightly. The Most High made you to be a woman, then you take on the characteristics and the guidelines of a woman. The Most High made you to be a man, when you take on the guidelines of being a man. He that walketh uprightly, doing the will of the Father, doing exactly what the Most High gave us to do. Read on.
And worketh righteousness.
And worketh what?
Righteousness.
And worketh righteousness. He that worketh righteousness. Deuteronomy 6:25. And we know righteousness is trying to keep God's law, statutes, and commandments. So that man or that woman that's in obedience to the Most High God, that man or woman that's trying to keep these laws of the Most High God. Read on.
And speaketh the truth in his heart.
And speaketh the truth in his heart. So that means that's a man that's trying to keep these laws, that's doing whatever the Most High God commanded him to do, as well as speaking the truth, speaking these laws when he talk. Shouldn't not come out your mouth, but hey, the Most High this, and the Most High that. Laws this, laws that, fringes here, beard there, dresses here. Man that speaketh truth, man. And we know that truth. Psalm 142 and 119. Read on now.
He that backbiteth not with his tongue.
He that doeth what?
Backbiteth not with his tongue.
So you can't be doing all this backbiting, talking down on brothers and sisters, man. Going to class, and then as soon as you get out of class, start definitely just bashing on people. Just banging on them for nothing, man. Read on now.
Nor doeth evil to his neighbor.
Nor doing what?
Nor doeth evil to his neighbor.
Nor doing evil to his neighbor. Read on.
Nor taketh up a reproach against his neighbor.
Nor taketh up a reproach against his neighbor, man. So, you know, these are the people that's going to make it to the kingdom. This is the righteousness that the Most High God wants to see, man. These are the men and the women who the Most High God wants to abide with him. Those that are upright, man, doing the will of the Father, doing what they're commanded to do. Let's go to Psalms 1 and 1.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 1, starting with verse 1.
Bring it out.
Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly.
Blessed is who?
Is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly.
Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly. So you want to be blessed, you want to be a man, you want to be that man that don't walk in the counsel of the ungodly. So when things are going astray, contrary to the laws of the Most High God and the will of the Father, you don't be in that situation. When trouble comes, when disobedience of the law comes, do you run to it or you go run from it? It said, blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, or what?
Nor standeth in the way of a sinner.
Or you want to be all around the bad
of
guys.
Sinners.
Of sinners. You want to be all around all the bad guys, evil guys. You want to be around the dope boys. You want to be around everybody who not keeping these laws, statutes, and commandments. Read on.
Nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful.
Nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful. So you want to be able to identify yourself by the laws, statutes, and commandments of the Most High God, being a man that does these things according to the Bible. It said a man that walketh not in the counsel of ungodly, nor standeth in the way of sinners, man. You don't want to be that guy. Nor in the seat of the scornful. You don't want to be that man, man. Read on out.
But his delight is in the law.
But his what?
His delight is in the law.
But his delight is in the law, man. Read on.
Of the Lord.
Of who?
Of the Lord.
His delight is in the law of the Lord. Read on.
And in his law doeth he meditate day and night.
Brothers see that meditate word and they'll go off. Oh yeah, man, Buddha, we supposed to meditate. Yeah, man, let's go sit down and get our no. It said meditate in the law, man. That means that law should be on your mind morning, noon, night. That means when you're at work, you should have them laws. And you know how we do it. We at work, we trying to perfect our craft. We trying to get up. We got precepts in our head for everything somebody do, everything somebody say. That's how you meditate on the scriptures, man. Read on out.
And he shall be like a tree planted by the river of water.
He shall be like a tree planted by the rivers of water. You know that's already good soil. You right by the water. A tree planted by the rivers of water. Read on.
That bringeth forth his fruit in his season.
That bringeth forth his fruit in his season. That's real crucial in that scripture. In his season. Because see, men, we got to know what season we in as well. And sisters as well. We say it all the time. You can't just be out there thinking, oh, it's the time for this. And it's really not that time. It's that time for that. Right now, we know the season we need to be in is fishing. We need to be fishermen, waking up the lost sheep, man. Trying to gain as many as the Most High God commanded us to get. Read on now.
His leaves also shall not wither.
His leaves shall not wither, man. This is a great tree. This is fruit yielding, man. Great fruit that's yielding from this man that keep the laws day and night. That meditate on the scriptures day and night. Read on.
And whatsoever he doeth shall prosper.
And whatever he do, it's gonna be all right, man. Like we always say, we're not worried about Corona. Because we know that if we keep any laws, we in the Most High God. He is our Corona blocker, man. You got Lysol, I got the Most High God.
God.
You got latex gloves and a mask on, I got the Most High God. We not worried about this, man. It said whatever he do, he shall prosper, man. If you keep in these laws, if you meditate in these scriptures day and night, if you keep the laws in your heart and in your mind daily, man. Read on now.
The ungodly are not so.
But what?
The ungodly are not so.
But the ungodly are not so. Like I said when I started this class, what we are doing is for us to make it to the kingdom. You got to choose a side, man. Today we are talking about men being men of the Most High God. But the ungodly will not do so, man. 1 through 3 said the ways that a man can make it to the kingdom. But 4 telling you, but not the ungodly. Those that don't want to keep the law, statutes, and commandments. Read on.
But are like the chaff which the wind driveth away.
Because, man, an ungodly man will be tossed and frozen with any kind of doctrine. He a Muslim this day. He a Christian pastor 2 weeks later. go to jail, and then he come out here a Buddhist. You know, it's just any wind of doctrine that he can get, man. He just talks to and fro all over the place. Yeah, brother, but what about Egyptology? Yeah, brother, but what about Kemet? Nah, brother, what about the Most High God's law, statutes, and commandments? That's what we stand firm on. Read on out.
Therefore, the ungodly shall not stand in the judgment.
The ungodly won't stand in the judgment, man. Not that judgment that he wants.
Nor sinners in the congregation of the righteous.
Nor sinners in the congregation of righteous. Now, we already know the righteous is keeping the law, statutes, and commandments. So it said he gonna make a difference between them. He said the ungodly not gonna make it in that judgment, man. Nor be around the righteous, man. And we already know where the ungodly going and those that's trying to be righteous go. We already read Psalm 15, 1-3. The righteous is gonna be the ones that abide in the holy hill with the Most High God. Read verse 6.
For the Lord knoweth the way of the righteous.
For the Lord knoweth what?
The way of the righteous.
So the Lord already know who go accept this truth. That's why you see a lot of men, brothers and sisters, leave out this door, revolving door. That's why when a lot of these brothers leave out this, they ain't even really men. They was little boys in the first place. And a lot of people say, dang, that brother was strong in the truth. Dang, that brother was kind of wise. He pulled precepts quick. The Most I say, he knows the righteous, how they go walk, man.
Gone.
So let's go to Genesis 2:18. Just wanted to start there before we get into the class, man. Genesis chapter 2, verse 18. And Shalak, I said it's Psalm 119, 142. Pull the precept every day. I said 142, Shalak on there. About the truth. Just can't give you that false information, man. Gotta correct myself sometimes.
18
or be corrected.
19.
Genesis 2:18.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 2, verse 18.
Read on.
And it reads, and the Lord God said, it is not good for the man.
Read that again.
Salaski. And the Lord said, it is not good that the man should be alone.
And the Most High said, no, okay, so it's not good that the man shall be alone, man. I'm not going to have him out here by himself, man. I'm not going to put him out here all by himself. Drop down to 21.
Verse 21. And the Lord God caused a deep sleep to fall upon Adam, and he slept.
And what?
And he took one of his ribs and closed up the flesh instead thereof.
Now, this is the Most High, man. He's finna make him a help me, man. We're going into this. First of all, like we getting into, we need to know our role as being a man. That's first and foremost. These first scriptures are going and hitting into knowing your role, knowing that you are the man, knowing the order of the Most High God, knowing that. And I wanted to pull this scripture right here, these scriptures, just to let you know that we got to sometimes remember, Adam was first formed, and the Most High said he need a helpmate. He needs somebody to dwell with, something to do, man. So then he formed Eve. Drop down to 23. Now drop down to 24.
Verse number 24. Therefore shall a man leave his father and his mother.
So like we said, we got to know our role. It said, therefore, a man shall do what?
Leave his father and his mother.
So you're supposed to leave the house, man. You got to get out there and get ready to be a man out there. How do you become a man? Leaving the house, man. You got to come from under your mama womb and from under your mama tit, man. Come on, let's just be serious about it. You got to get up out of that thing. You got men, and I was one of them. When I was under my grandma, my mother, man, all my life, man. And I didn't even start living life till after I left, man. I didn't see the beauty of life until I started leaving and getting into the law, statutes, and commandments. Read that again.
Therefore shall a man leave his father and his mother, and shall cleave unto his wife.
And shall do what?
And cleave unto his wife. And they shall be one flesh.
So it's gonna come a time when, man, you gotta know your role, that you gotta leave the house, man. Like they say, you gotta get out the bosom, man. You gotta go on and get your own thing started, man. Find you a wife, man. Leave the house, cleave to your wife, man. This is one of the roles that men have to do, because a lot of men, we just out there, oh yeah, I'm just chilling. I ain't gonna get me no wife, man. I probably ain't gonna get married, man. I'm just gonna chill. You know, what they say on the wood part, playing for life, man. They play us for life. They want to be ballers for life, playing this game, macking and hanging. It's time out for macking and hanging, man.
God.
It's time to start being with your wife, man. Building up this nation like the Most High do want you to. Go to Proverbs 18 and 22. Proverbs 8:18 and 22. But the Most High said he don't want man to be alone. He gave us a helpmate. Therefore, man, we alone if we don't have our helpmate, man. You don't got no wife, man, you alone. I was the same way, man. I was out here rapping, doing my thing. At least I thought I was doing my thing. I get a chick here one night, a chick there one night. But hey, when them lonely nights though, yeah, you couldn't call up on nobody. Yeah, I'm at the club. Yeah, now I'm chilling tonight. Yeah, them lonely nights really touched me though. And I started understanding that, man. He said, man, a man is alone if he ain't got no wife, man. It's joy in going home to the house, man. Being a protector and a guide to your wife, man. Going home, getting things ready. Read this Proverbs 18 to 22. Because a lot of people don't think it's good to being a married man, having a wife, man. A lot of people say, oh, man, that ain't number problem. That ain't number trouble, man. Let's see what the Most High God said about that. What do you think about marriage?
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 18, verse 22.
Bring it out.
Whosoever findeth a wife, findeth a good thing.
Findeth what?
A good thing.
Whosoever findeth a wife findeth a good thing. It's a good thing to the eyes of the Most High God. So you want to leave that nest, man, and go out there and, man, and start your own life, man, start your own family, man. It's a beautiful thing to start your own family, man, wife, children, etc., man. So that's a good thing in the eyes of the Lord. Read on.
And obtain favor of the Lord.
And what?
Obtain favor of the Lord.
Obtain favor. So it's favoring being a husband, man. It's favoring being that man of the Most High God, being in the order, knowing your role as a man. It's favoring that thing, man. It's favoring marriage, man, according to the eyes of the Most High God. Let's go to the order. We got to get the order, though, because like we said, these first precepts, they're going into knowing your role.
And also on that precept, you notice it say a woman finding her husband. It's the man finding him a wife.
That's right. I'll praise on that. That's a good observation. Now you sure right on that, man. And that's another part of knowing your role. You got to know your role in this thing. The man should find him a wife, man. Not the woman finding her husband. Now the man find him a wife, man. That's all about being in the order, like we're finna go to. 1 Corinthians 11 and 3. It's all about the order of this thing. Like we say, if you don't know the order, how can you be in order? The world is so out of order right now. Like you said, you got women out here trying to marry men, man. They come on, man, it's crazy. They going to getting on their knees,
searching for them and looking for them.
They getting out here on their knees. Will you marry me? Come on, man. That ain't in the eyes of the Most High God, man. That man need to go out there, man. Establish that thing, man. Read this out.
This is the book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 11, verse 3.
Bring it out.
But I would have you know that the head of every man is Christ.
But the head of every man is Christ. So we all got to know the order, man. Well-known precept that we pull a lot, man, but we got to keep reiterating this thing because our women, some of them have a problem with this thing. Guess what? Some of our men have a problem with this thing too. They're home. Oh yeah, I'm just gonna let my wife. Yeah, babe. What up, babe? What you want, baby? It's on you, babe. I don't care what you want to pay the bill this week and next week. It's on you, babe. Nah, you the man, man. And we gonna get in that order. Read this again, but I will have you know.
But I would have you know that the head of every man is Christ.
So the man has a head. His head is Christ. Read on.
And the head of the woman is the man.
Read that again.
And the head of the woman is the man.
Read that again.
And the head of the woman is the man.
You got to know this order, man. In order to be that man of the house from the Most High God, be a man of the Most High God, you have to know this order. You have to abide by this order, man. Like we say, these first scriptures are knowing your role. Knowing your role as being a man, man. It said the head of every woman is the man. The head of every man is Christ. Like we tell women, yeah, y'all got a head. But guess who our head is? Our head is a Mashiach and Hawashah, man. You think we can go and talk to a Mashiach and Hawashah like some of these women talk to us? Come on, man.
Yeah.
Just think about it. Yeah, we all got a head. We all got a head. But men got to understand, man, that you are the head of that house, man. And you have to rule that house, not with a rod of iron. In righteousness, man. Got to rule that house in righteousness, man. Read and finish it out.
And the head of Christ is God.
So we have to know the order. It's set up this way. Don't ask nobody why. Don't worry. Don't know. Just follow the guidelines of the Most High God. Well, what now? Don't fix your mouth to say that. I don't finish your statement. Well, what? I don't finish your statement. Well, couldn't it? Don't finish your statement. Because if it could have been that way, the Most High God would have said it that way. Guess what he said? Head of the man is the woman. The head of the woman, head of the man is Christ. The head of the woman is the man. And the head of Christ is the Most High God. That's how he made it. That's how he said it. Boom. Cut, boom, bam, dynamite. What they say on Wayne Brothers, dynamite. That's it.
I ain't know.
That's dynamite right there. That's what he said. Jump down to verse 8. 1 Corinthians 11 and 8. Just a couple scriptures on knowing your role. Like we said, man, we have to know our role in this thing. We have to know what parts we play, man.
For the man is not of the woman.
Say that again.
For the man is not of the woman.
So like you read that again.
For the man is not of the woman.
We already read it in the scriptures, man. The Most High God put a deep sleep on Adam. He said, for the man is not of the woman. Read on.
But the woman of the man.
But the woman what?
Of the man.
But the woman of the man. Read on now.
Neither was the man created for the woman.
What?
But the woman for the man.
Read that again.
Neither was the man created for the woman, but the woman for the man.
He said, neither was the man created for the woman. The woman was created for the man. This is knowing your role all day, man. Know your role in this thing. The Most High God set it up this way, and that's how it's gonna be, man. The man was the woman was created for the man. That's how it went down. It's all the way back in Genesis, man. That's why we read that scripture. Let's go to Genesis. Let's go to Genesis 3 and 16. Genesis 3 and 16. We're gonna get some more on that.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 3, verse 16.
Read.
Unto the woman, he said, I will greatly multiply thy sorrow.
He said unto the woman, he will greatly multiply thy sorrow. Read on.
And thy conception.
And what?
And thy conception.
So this is what women had to go into childbearing for the acts they did in disobeying the Most High God's law. Read on.
In sorrow thou shalt bring forth children.
In sorrow, because you know that's pain. Every woman that had a child. Yeah, some of them might have went well. Yeah, my second child wasn't nowhere near hard as my first child, but yeah, they got some sorrow. You hear that all the time.
God.
But in sorrow, so you know it's gonna be pain and suffering and conception. Read on.
And thy desire should be to thy husband.
That's the part I wanted to hit. Read that again.
And thy desire should be to thy husband.
And thy desire shall be to thy husband. We can go all day and precept this thing. Corinthians 11 and 8. For the woman was not, well, for the man was not made for the woman, but the woman made for the man. Her desire is to be for her husband. Man, you got to know this thing, man. That's your wife, man. She got to be desired for you, man. But you got to also rule in righteousness, though. Like we said, we ain't gonna hit certain parts and then not hit the other parts. And next week class gonna be the woman of the Most High God's house. I just wanted to touch on the men today. These are some of the things that I know Israel we done talked about, but we still got to get into it. We still have to reiterate these things. Read that again. And the desire.
And thy desire should be to thy husband.
Read on.
And he shall rule over thee.
Read that again.
And he shall rule over thee.
One more time.
And he shall rule over thee.
This ain't to be playing. This ain't to be, we joke and laugh a lot of time, but this is serious, man. In order to be in order of them and with the Most High God, you have to know the order. You have to follow the guidelines, man. Or else guess what? You want to abide in that holy hill. Psalms 15 and 1. You want to get to that holy hill, you want to make it to the kingdom, man. You have to abide in the guidelines that the Most High God said, man. And it said he shall rule over her, man. That's what it is. That's what it's going to be. But you got to be a man to rule over that wife. You can't be no little boy, man. Can't be for play. Can't be playing games, man.
Also, this rule here is in righteousness and not with an iron thumb.
That's right.
Yeah.
Like we said, we ain't ruling and with no iron rod. We ain't got that whip on. Yeah, you gonna do what I tell you to do. Cause look, read this again. Yeah, and he should rule over you. Y'all rule over you. I'm up now.
Yeah.
That's not what we doing, man. We ain't righteous with this thing. Like we said, man, we're going to ask the woman her opinion. Guess what? If we have if we have to delegate on a situation, I'm going to ask her what she think about it. Hey, what you think about the situation? Then I'm going to give her what I think about the situation. But guess what the end factor is of the situation? My judgment. But guess what? My judgment has to be the best judgment because who is my head? Christ. So if I don't make the right judgment in this situation, then guess what? I get my tail whooped, man. Long as she being humble and being in her, and long as she being humble and righteousness and being submissive in her, well, she good. I'm gonna have to deal with that if I bring wrong judgment to that thing, man. Let's go to 1 Timothy 2:12, man. Another precept, man, that we commonly pull on the streets, man. Just to get within this thing. I don't want one part out of this.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
1 Timothy.
This is the book of 1 Timothy, chapter 2, verse 12.
Bring it out.
But I suffer not a woman to teach.
So you have to know the role. But he said, I suffer not a woman to teach, man. These Juanita Bottoms and I so like all these things, all these going on. So I suffer not a woman to teach, nor to what?
Nor to usurp authority over the man.
That's the part I want in the scripture. Like I said, next week my class is going to be the women of the Most High God's house. It said, but I suffer her not to teach, nor to usurp authority over the man. Men, you have to set the rule, the guidelines of the house, man. This is what that's the part I wanted to get at. You have to know your role, that the woman is not to set authority over you. What, you scared of your wife? What? Come on, man. And it ain't that your wife should be scared of you. But you lay down the law, man. You be that stern man that the Most High God set you up to be, man. Nor to usurp authority over the man. That's what I wanted out that scripture. Just to show the men that they got to know their role, man. We need men to stand up, man. That's what we need. We need stern, righteous men to come back into the roles that the Most High God gave us to play, man. Let's go to 1 Timothy 3 and 4.
1 Timothy.
Right around the street.
2 and 4.
3 and 4.
3 and 4. Philosophy. This is the book of 1 Timothy, chapter 3, verse 4. One that ruleth well his own house.
One that ruleth well his own house. And we know this going into bishops and deacons, but this going into a man of the Most High God. If you're a bishop or a deacon, you best believe you are a man of the Most High God according to his will. Read on.
Having his children in subjection with all gravity.
So it said one that ruleth well his own house. You have to rule your house well. Come on, man. We got to rule our houses well. Like I said, not with a rod of iron, though. You got to be in righteous judgment with this thing, man. You got to make right decisions, man. One that ruleth well his house and have his children, man, in subjection with all gravity. Guess what? You might have to put that rod of iron on them boys, man. Hit them on the side. Give them that spanking, man. He spur the rod, spur the child. So you got to have that house in order, man. You got to play the role of a man. And let's go to some scriptures on men providing, man, for their family. A man always had to work, man. Let's go to Genesis 2 and 15. Man always had to work, man. We were always set up to be workers, man. We'll go into some scriptures of men providing. So the first scriptures was knowing your role as a man. These scriptures right here going into providing for your family. You have to be a provider.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 2, verse 15. And the Lord God took the man.
He took the man. He took Adam and did what?
And put him into the garden of Eden.
To do what?
To dress it and to keep it.
Read that again.
And the Lord God took the man and put him in the garden.
He put him in the garden of Eden to do what?
Of Eden. To dress it.
To do what?
And to dress it and to keep it.
From the jump, fellas, ox, brothers, we've always had to have jobs, man. The Most High God gave Adam the most important job. He put him in the garden of Eden to dress it and to keep it, man. What do you think that dressing and to keep it is? What, he putting on clothes, being clean? No, man, he had to take care of that Garden of Eden, man. It was already beautiful, and the Most High God wanted it to stay beautiful. Therefore, men, we've always had to work, man. Always. Let's go to Philippians. Shalaka. Let's go to Proverbs 22 and 29. Trying to jump ahead of myself. Proverbs 22 and 29. We've always had to work, man. And we ain't talking about none of that old, well, you know, I'm a hustler by Nate, man. Day, man, you know. You know what I'm saying? I go and shoot dice at night, you know what I'm saying? I be doing good sometimes. Not the work we need, man. Righteous work, man. Adam kept righteous work. He had to keep the Garden of Eden, man. That was righteous work. Read that out, Proverbs 22 and 29.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 22, verse 29. Mm-hmm. Seest thou a man diligent in his business?
Read that again.
Seest thou a man
A what?
A man.
What is he?
Diligent in his business.
Diligent in his business, man. A man should be diligent in his business, man. Every day, man, you should go in there and want to put that work in to be a provider for the family, man. You got to be diligent, hard working in this thing. Always, man. Diligent to me, always doing it, man. Always keeping it up, man. Working hard at your profession, man. And you know, we out here in captivity working for Esau, man, but hey, you know, we got to suck it up daily. We go in that bathroom, might want to punch the wall a little bit. I'm tired of Esau, man. Wipe them tears out, get right on back out there on that assembly line, man. Ain't we trying to be kings, man? These are kings, man. They want to rule over. They want to be a ruler of the house, man. They want to keep the providing for the family, man. We want to get to the kingdom. We want to be kings. Read on.
He shall not stand before mean men.
And like the Bible, like we said in Proverbs, man, it's like in Psalms, man. We don't want to be around those kind of people, man. Those that don't abide in the laws, man. We don't want to be around them people, man. Let's go to Sirach 33 and 27. Because if you're not diligent in your work, man, guess what? You got too much time on your hands, man. You got too much time on your hands. What are you doing with that time? Now, you know, I done got fired from some jobs before. I done had some weeks and some months off. Guess what I had to do with that time? I had to spend that time wisely looking for jobs, and guess what? Getting in the scriptures. So, you know, you wanna be able to follow the Most High God. You know, it's His will. If you get fired from a job, if you quit a job, if you move on from a job, it's His will, man. He had you doing that day. You got to understand what it's for, man. Sirach 33 and 27. But if you're not diligent in your work, then guess what? You got too much time on your hand. Let's see what that time is.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 33, verse 27. Send him to labor.
Send him what?
Send him to labor.
Man should be in labor, man. That he what?
That he be not idle.
That he be what?
Not idle.
Because that time that you have, man, just every day, 14, 15 hours of the day of doing nothing, but you at the house hustling. What you out there going to the man, what's the name of that? Gambling shack? What, you trying to gamble all day every day? You got too much idle time on your hands. 4 o'clock, you're in the same spot. 6 o'clock, you're in the same spot. 8 o'clock, you're in the same spot. Send him to labor that he be not. Idleness teaches much evil, man. When you idle, when you got too much time on your hand, guess what? You can jump into a whole lot of mischief. You understand? It's a whole lot of things you gotta. You know our minds are already evil. You know our hearts are wicked. We tell brothers and sisters that daily. Our hearts are already wicked. We got wicked imaginations running through our hearts and minds every day. On the hour, on top of the hour, on the minutes. So you idle, you ain't got nothing to do with your time. Guess what your time gonna do? Oh man, well shoot, I can just hit one blunt, man. You know, I've been off the weed for a year and a half. I can hit one blunt, man. I think I done did good for myself. You idle now, you done jump back into smoke. And guess what? Now you smoking full-fledged now. Mm-hmm. Oh man, you know, well, you know, man, I did have a thought about, man, going to see this chick, man. Sarah been hitting me up, man. You know, I was putting Sarah to the side because, you know, my wife, but man, look, I ain't got nothing else to do. Why not? You go call Sarah out.
God.
I might well call Sarah, man. I ain't got nothing to do. Call up, see what she got going. I ain't got nothing else to do. Idleness, man. That give you evil. That's a lot of time on your hand. And read that again. I read 27 again.
The book of Sirach, chapter 33, verse 27. Send him to labor.
Send him to labor. That man, we should be laboring, man. We should be out there putting that work in, man. The Most High God commanded us to go and get this work, man. Basically, He commanded us to go and work in our captivity, man. So you got to get out there and get it. That's one of your curses. You got to work for your oppressor, man. Yeah, you got to get out there. Sorry for you. Hey, I know it's hard out there, brothers. It's hard for me too, man. Getting that job, seeing the Esau kicking their feet up, max relax. Hey, yeah, go get that. Point and laughing. Hey, go get that. I want to tell them, where you get your. They can't do what we do. They can't work how we work. Every great kingdom was built off our backs, man. Most High God said, you got to go and work, man. Read that. Every man, send him to labor.
Send him to labor, that he be not idle.
That he be what?
Not idle.
That he be not idle, man. Read on.
For idleness teacheth much evil.
For idleness teaches much evil, man. You can get into a whole lot of trouble. Not having no job, just out there sitting around, just balling and parlaying, man. At least you thought you were balling and parlaying. It teaches evil, man. You got too many vain thoughts in your heads already, man. Go to 2 Thessalonians.
Hold about for y'all. We can go to read verse 28.
Bring it out.
Not the spirit out.
Because because when he's talking about idleness, he's saying that if you got too much time on your hand, this next verse can explain to you what else you need to do.
Read on. That's a great idea. Bring it out.
Set him to work.
Set him to what?
Set him to work.
Man, we got to get out there and put this work in.
As it is fit for him.
As it is fit for him, man. Brother, you 300 pounds. You out there working that Dixie cup, picking up plastic cups. Come on, man. Get that brother out there on that yard, man. Get that brother that sledgehammer. Tell him to crack some land, man. Crack some streets. As it is fit for him. Read on.
If he be not obedient, put on more heavy.
Because I showed him see that when I pulled this scripture earlier. Said if he be what?
if he be not obedient,
you got to be obedient, and the Most High God telling you that you got to go work for your oppressor, man. You got to get out here and work. You got to provide for your family. Do what to him?
Put on more heavy fetters.
Well, guess what, brother? You 113 pounds soaking wet. Guess what? Get that brother that sledgehammer. Nah, put that cup down. Come on here and get that sledgehammer, man. Yeah, man. You playing around. you don't want to go to work. You went to work Monday, Tuesday, said the hell with it Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, huh?
God.
You ain't obedient to the Most High God's words that he say, man. Get that brother that sledgehammer. That 113 brother that sledgehammer. For real, that's great. Good precept, man.
Yeah.
So you want to obey the Most High God, man, and be that provider for your family, man. Let's go to 2 Thessalonians 3 and 10. 2 Thessalonians 3 and 10.
This is the book of 2 Thessalonians, chapter 3 and verse number 10.
Glad you pulled that, because this is going right into it. Obedience. You got to be obedient to the Most High God. Read this.
For even when we were with you, this we commanded you.
We what?
We commanded you.
It's a commandment, brother. That what?
That if any would not work, neither should he eat.
So you always hear them little sayings and where, oh, you don't work, you don't eat. Mike Jones, Houston rapper. You don't work, you don't eat. You don't grind, you don't shine. If you don't work, man, you're not eating, man. And you go reap the curses of the Bible, man. But if you out there putting in that work, man, you go eat and reap the benefits of the Most High God, man. It said, as this we commanded you, that if any would not work, neither should he eat, man. Men, you always have to be that provider, man. You got to get out there and work. What kind of man sit up at the house with his feet kicked up while his woman out there making money? Oh, well, she made $21. I'm just out here hustling, man. I just play a few, video games throughout the day, man, You
started there.
You say what?
You started there.
Just come on, man. Stop playing, man. You got to get out there and work, man. As they commanded you. You won't work, you won't eat. Read 11.
11. For we hear that there are some which walk among you disorderly.
This what?
Disorderly.
Out of the order of the Most High God. Meaning at the house chilling. feet kicked up. Wife get home, he in the same spot he was in when she left. No, that's gonna make a woman mad, man. How she gonna stay in order with the Most High God? Man, this is my head, but man, Lord, can you give me another head? This head ain't about nothing. This head need to be an arm or something, Lord. A toe. You ain't worth a big toe, man. In the same spot. Read on. Disorderly.
Working, not at all.
Working what?
Not at all.
Brother ain't did
Precept
nothing.
inside of
Brother ain't did nothing all day. Ate a few sandwiches.
God.
Played a few video games. Oh, baby, look, I made it to the finals. Look. I mean, nobody care about that, man. She don't care about it. She out there working her butt out, working, trying to be that helpmate, but you done made her the whole mate instead of the helpmate. You out here being a help hinderer, man. Come on, man. Being disorderly, working not at all, but what?
Neither should he eat.
No, go to 11 again. Start at 11 from the top.
Okay. Oh, 11. My bad.
You good.
For we hear that there are some which walk among you disorderly.
Out of the order of the Most High God told a man to work, doing what?
Working not at all.
Working not at all, but what?
But are busybodies.
For the what?
Busybodies.
Yeah, brother, you falling right into that temptation. You a busybody. You ain't got you left and right. You over here and over there. If you do go somewhere, shoot, you going somewhere you ain't supposed to be. You doing something you ain't supposed to be doing. You ain't nothing but a busybody, man. You just up and down the road doing nothing. You running all the gas out. Hey, baby, give me $25. I need to put some gas in the Tahoe. It was full when I left this morning. Yeah, I know. Where you go? Oh, man, you know, I went to see Kevin and Ken, man. You know, we was up there just chilling, laughing and joking. You know, went about some birds. She pissed off. What?
Talking about everybody.
You up here big drinking and seeing Kevin and Lorenzo. Sure, you ain't doing no work. Kevin and Lorenzo just got off work, didn't they? Yeah, they had to work last night. They just told me to come through after they got off work. So they working. You ain't working. It's not fitting, man. But busybodies, man. Go to 1 Timothy, man, 5 and 8. 1 Timothy 5 and 8. Another precept to this thing, man.
This is the book of Timothy, 1 Timothy, chapter 5 and verse 8.
Read.
But if any provide not for his own.
But if any provide not for his own, any man don't provide for his own, man. Read on.
Especially for those of his own house.
Man, you ain't got no heart, man. You just a naive, you just a weak brother, man. If you don't provide for your family, man, your wife, your children, man, at least provide for your house, for yours. If a man don't provide for those of his own house, what?
He had denied the faith.
He had denied the faith in his what?
And is worse than an infidel.
You worse than nothing, man. You know, infidel is nothing. You worse than an infidel, man. You nothing.
It's a zero.
You nothing, man. Men, we have to provide for our families, man. We've always had to get out here and work. That's how the Most High God said. Now drop down to verse 13. Select.
Verse number 13. And with all they learn to be idle.
To be what?
Idle.
To be idle. Here we go with this idleness again. Read on.
Wandering about from house to house.
Man, you was over Kevin's house, you went over Lorenzo's house, then you went over your granny's house. No granny at the house chilling. And we go see granny every day. Come on, man. Stop playing, man. From house to house, read on now.
And not only idle, but tattlers also and busy.
Saying the same thing, man. And you done went into tattling and everything, man. You just big talking, yeah, man. You know, I went over Kevin's house, man. You know, Lorenzo Kevin told me that he been on cover. You know, more, man. I mean, you ain't heard that from me. I'm just saying that's what he say, man. You ain't got nothing else to do. We'll go stir up some strife. Go stir up some mess. You ain't got no job. You tripping. Doing what? Read on.
Speaking things which they ought not.
Doing what?
Speaking things that they ought not.
Which they ought not, man. You just around here, man. But this is the curses, man. Are you doing what you're doing, being idle? Like we read in Sirach, man. That idleness bring evil, man. You got too much time on your hand. Let's go to Philippians, man. Go into you gotta because we gotta be like Christ, man. We gotta be like Christ. Like we always gotta live our lives around the law, statutes, and commandments. Christ lived the law, kept the law to his wholeness, man, fully, man. We should do that, but we should also try to be like Christ did. We should be being able to sacrifice our lives for our family, man, for this truth, man. Get a few precepts on this. Philippians 2, chapter 4.
This is the book of Philippians, chapter 2, verse 4. Always in every prayer of mine.
Philippians chapter 2. Verse
I'm in one. I'm my Selassie. Chapter 2, verses 4. Look not every man on his own thing.
So don't just look and judge a man by what he do, but what else? Not just about how he carries, but what else? What else?
But every man also on the things of others.
Well, how he carry himself around about, how he willing to put his life on the line for his family, man. How he willing to be broke while his children out there eating. I'd rather let my children eat than me. I'd rather do this than let my children fall. I'd rather this than my wife. Man, I remember growing up, man, I seen a brother, man. I had some friends right around the corner. We was riding our bikes. And this girl, man, she had gotten into it with a girl at school. So the girl brought like 17 people on the street, man. I'm talking about women and men. Her big brother was like, yeah, I'm going to look at you, daddy. The daddy wasn't there yet. I guess she had called her daddy, man. The daddy pulled up, irked up. I was like, man, I know her daddy. He's short. He about 5'8". He ain't even do nothing. Man, daddy pulled up, went in the house, came outside, pulled that big thing on him, and told everybody back up. Get y'all butt back. This is my house. I'm finna protect this house. Man, I caught chills when that man did that, man. Not to say that was the right thing to do in the scripture, but I'm just saying that man put his life on the line for that, for his family, man. It was about 17, 18 people out there, like 5, 6 men out there that they had brought to that woman's house, man. He was like, look, I'm finna protect this house, man. That brought chills, and I was like, man, that's what being a man about, huh?
That's it.
Protect your family, man. Read that again, Philippians 2 and 4.
Look not every man on his own thing, but every man also on the things of others.
Read.
Let this mind be in you, which was also in Christ Yahushua.
So let this mind be in you also in Christ. So we got to be like Christ, man. Jump down to verse 7.
Verse 7. But made himself of no reputation.
So this is Christ. You ain't got to be all in the scene, in the video, dancing, being seen. You want to hit your dance. You want to be in the video, dancing. P Diddy in this thing. Read on.
And took upon him the form of a servant.
So Christ humbled himself, man. We should be able to humble ourselves, man. Read on.
And was made in the likeness of man.
Made in the likeness of man. Read 8.
And being found in fashion as a man.
As a what?
As a man.
So Christ was a man. That was a true man. We gotta be like Christ. Like, let's see how Christ was a true man. Read on something.
He humbled himself.
He did what?
He humbled himself.
Humble yourself, brother. Read on.
And became obedient unto death.
And became what?
Obedient unto death.
What should these brothers be out here doing?
Obedient unto death.
Obedient until death, man. Unto death, brothers, man. We want to be Christ-like, man. We got to be obedient even to death, man. Because this going to come. But guess what? You look that death in the eyes, staring in the eyes, like, yo, whatever. I'm ready for you. Because I know I got these laws, statutes, and commandments on me, man. Let's go to John 15. John 15, man. We ain't got too long in this thing, man. Just showing, man, you want to be a man of the house, man. Follow the guidelines that the Most High God gave us. You got to know your role. You got to provide for your family. You got to be able to sacrifice your life for your family, man, as well as sacrifice your life for the Most High God, man. John 15, 12 through 14.
This is the book of St. John, chapter 15, starting at verse 12. This is my commandment, that ye love one another as I have loved you.
So we gotta have that love, man, for each other, man. Brothers, you gotta be lovers, man. You gotta love each other, man. And ain't being lovers, but you gotta be have that compassion for your brothers, man. Have that compassion for your wife as well. We gonna go there. Read on now.
Greater love had no man than this.
That what?
That a man lay down his life for his friend.
Man, what greater way to lay your life down for your friend, man, your brothers, man, the brotherhood, your wife, your family, man. Let's see who a friend is to the Most High God is, though. Read on.
Ye are my friends, if ye do whatsoever I command you.
Read that again.
Ye are my friends, if ye do whatsoever I command you.
It said, greater love had no man than this, that a man lay down his life for his friend, man. And the Most High God, so I'm going to show you who a friend is to me. One who do everything I command them to do. So if your wife at the home being in submission, submitting herself, your children out there doing what they commanded to do, man. Say, man, you lay down your life for your family, man. You lay down your life for your brothers, man. That's the kind of man you need to be, man. Christ-like, man. We need to be men Christ-like, man. Like I say, you got to be able to sacrifice your own life, man, for this truth, man. That's the kind of man you need to be. Let's go to 1 Peter 3:7. Get some of that compassion that we should have for our families, though, for our wives. 1 Peter 3:7. We got to be compassionate about this thing, too, man. Can't just be out here, like I said, ruling with a rod of iron, man. Can't do that. That ain't even cool there. Read on.
This is the book of 1 Peter chapter 3, verse 7.
Read.
Likewise, ye husbands, dwell with them according to knowledge.
Dwell with them according to knowledge, man. Knowledge is these scriptures, man, these laws. You dwell with your family and your wives, your family, according to knowledge, man.
God.
Y'all got an argument. Guess what we're going to do? We're going to pull the scriptures on. Who should win? Should the man win or should the woman win?
Scriptures.
Who?
The scripture.
Oh, I had it wrong. I said should the man or the woman win, but who should win?
The scripture.
The scripture should win, man. Ain't no, oh, I was right, you was wrong. Nah, the Most High God was right. We was wrong. Read that again.
Likewise, ye husbands, dwell with them according to knowledge.
According to knowledge, man. Doing what?
Giving honor unto the wife.
As to what?
As unto the weaker vessel.
Well, brothers, man, we know that the woman is a weaker vessel, man. We know they get in their feelings, man, and things sometimes just won't go right, man. You know, with them. We already read that the Most High gave him that, you know what he gave him? Childbirth, that every month period, man. You know what I'm saying? You know what it is. So we got to deal with them according to the scriptures, knowing that they are the weaker vessel, man. You got to understand, and you got to, like we said, that's part of knowing your role too. Knowing your role of being the husband, but also, man, having compassion for your wife, man. Knowing that she's the weaker vessel, man. Build her up and build her stronger, man, because that's a lot of time what women need. A lot of women need help being built up too, man, being stronger. But how you gonna be built up from a weak little boy? She gotta get built up from a man, man, a man of the house, man. Read that out, man.
And as being heirs together.
As being what?
Heirs together.
Nah, I'm a rule with a wire around iron.
Heirs together.
As being heirs together, it made you one, man. The Most High God said when you get married, leave that nest and get your own family started. He said being heirs together, man. Like we already know. Look, we the head. We got the last say. So okay, but that don't mean you go out there and just pulverize them, man. Punish them, man, with your words, with your actions. No, man. Like I say. You and your wife got a problem, a situation I want to get ironed out. You hear her thoughts on it. You take your thoughts from it, and you be the end and the factor of it. You be the deciding factor of it. But you got to understand, man, that she's the weaker vessel. Together, being heirs together, what?
Being heirs together of the grace of life.
Because we know we under grace, man. Thank the most high percent in Christ, man, to give us this grace, man. You know what I'm saying? Grace of life, man. We still able to live, wake up. Every day you wake up and see your significant other, man. You should thank the Most High, man. Read on.
That your prayers be not hindered.
Then he said, look, read that again.
That your prayers be not hindered.
So y'all got to work in this thing together, man, because you don't want your prayers to be hindered. You don't want Raphael to throw that prayer away. I thought y'all already had a prayer. Raphael, yeah, he wasn't talking about Yara down there, man. You know what I'm saying? He down there pushing his wife, man. You know, yeah, and he down there ruling with a rod iron, man. We ain't listening to that prayer, man. No, I ain't bring it to you, Father. I ain't bring it to you, Christ, man. We gonna skip his. That your prayers be not hindered, man. You gotta get in this order. This y'all gotta be heirs together, man. You gotta deal with that woman in righteousness, man, and knowledge, knowing that she's a weaker vessel, man. Let's go to 2 Timothy 2:2. We got but a few scriptures, man. Get out of here, man. Man of the house, man.
This is the book of 2 Timothy chapter 2, verse 2.
Bring it out.
And the things that thou hast heard of me among many witnesses, the same commit thou to faithful men.
What kind of men?
Faithful men.
Faithful men.
Who shall be able to teach others also.
Who shall do what?
Be able to teach others also.
So you say, man, you got to be faithful men. These men right here, they got to be men in order to be able to teach others, man. See, it's a step ladder with this thing, man. You got to get your house in order first before you can go teach others, man. You got to be doing the right things first before you go out there and try to get on the street and try to teach. Oh, I'm ready to teach. You ready to teach? You still talking about you and your wife? This going on and that going on. You got to get your house in order first. That's why most of the time, every time since I seen myself in the truth, the first great problem that the Most High God put on men is with their wives.
God.
The first biggest clue to the Most High said, I'm gonna see if I can use this, brother. It's with their wives. If you can make it past this one, then guess what? You just might be able to be a teacher. You don't think all the brothers that came into this truth, man? You don't think they had to constantly let their light shine on their wife, man? You don't think they constantly had to endure, even though sometimes their wife wouldn't listen? But they can do it with a rod iron. They had to keep letting their light shine, man, in righteousness, man. They had to keep showing them, and guaranteed 9 times out of 10, it's you, men, it's you. Because like we always say, a woman, she want to follow. She want to follow a good man, but she want to follow a good man, a man of the house of the Most High God. She want to be led by a man that's gonna lead her to that living water, to the law, statutes, and commandments, not by a little boy, man. So a lot of times the Most High God used that. I'm telling you, every time I say it, the first step they have to pass is being able to try to get their wife, man, either in submission to this thing or understanding of this thing, or just not to be arguing, man. Read that again. Verse 2.
Verse 2. And the things that thou hast heard of me among many witnesses.
Among many witnesses. The things that we heard of Christ among many witnesses, man. Read on.
The same commit thou to faithful men.
So like I said, we should be like Christ, man. We should live this thing like Christ, man. To faithful men who should what?
Who shall be able to teach others also.
Because, man, then once you get your house in order, you start living for the rightness of the Most High God, you're being righteous, then you can go out there and be a teacher. Then you can go out there and be an apostle, whatever the case the Most High God set you up to be. But you have an order in this thing. It's always an order in the guideline, the steps that we have to go. Read 3.
Thou, therefore, endure hardness as a good soldier for Yahweh.
So,
Yahweh Shai.
I'll praise it. Finish that out. You know what I'm saying? Mashiach. So you got to endure hardness, man. We got to take on that pressure, man. The house ain't going in order, man. You got to be able to get that house in order. You got to be able to take on that responsibility, man. Let's jump over. I forgot to pull this. Let's jump over to Colossians 3:19.
Colossians 3:19.
I wanted to pull this right after I pulled 1 Peter 3:7. So like,
this is the book of Colossians, chapter 3, verse 19.
Mm-hmm.
Husbands, love your wives.
What should the husband do?
Love your wives.
Read that again.
Husbands, love your wives.
What should the husband do?
Love your wives.
See, I bring a lot of them scriptures back for the women, but we're gonna bring the scripture back for the men too, because the husband should do what?
Love your wives.
You should love your wife, man. You should love your wife, man. Husbands, love your wives, man. Love your wives, husband, man. That's what the scripture say. We're gonna keep reiterating that. Husbands, love your wives.
And be not bitter against them.
And do what?
Be not bitter against them.
Like I said, you gotta understand that she's a weaker vessel, man. You gotta be compassionate for that woman, man. I want to pull it with that 1 Peter 3:7. But you can't be bitter with your wife, man. You can't have them. You want to act like the wife too? Can't have two wives, man. That's the problem with this world right now. Your wife bitter, you bitter. Nah, you ain't no husband. You ain't no man. You little boy, man. Come on, man. You can't keep evil for evil, like the scripture say, man.
Somebody got to take
control, man. Who's supposed to take control? That somebody supposed to be the man. Because he is over the woman, man. So, men, get yourselves in order, man. Knowing your role, provide for your family, be able to sacrifice your life for them, the Most High God and your family, man. Be obedient, man. Let's go to 2 Timothy 3:17. We ain't got but a few more scriptures. I already said that.
Yeah, about 3 times.
Yeah, a few more scriptures.
I'm closing, yeah.
I'm about to get out of here. Just a few more scriptures.
Sound like you've been there.
Come on, man. When I grew up, everybody told me you're going to be a pastor. I see what they was looking at. They were looking at me to be a teacher of the Most High God, man.
God.
I'll praise on that thing. Read that out. 3:17. 1 Peter. 2 Timothy shall lie.
My favorite scripture. This is the book of 2 Timothy, chapter 3, verse 17. That the man of God may be perfect.
May be what?
Perfect.
May be what?
Perfect.
Come on, man. Man of God may be perfect, man. Read on.
Thoroughly furnished unto all good works.
Thoroughly furnished, man. Let's go to that. Let's get that, man. Let's get that. Yeah. No, the Lord is perfect. 19:7. Let's get that right quick. What is perfect? 19:7. The law of the Lord is perfect, man. We got to get that, man. It said that the man be perfect, man. That the man of God may be perfect, thoroughly furnished unto all good works. Let's see what that perfect is. Well-known scripture. 19:7.
Yeah. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 119.
No, 19.
Oh, 19.
Shalak.
We. I guess we're way back.
Yeah, man. You know, that's one of the biggest books, man.
19:7.
The biggest. I thought 1 John was the biggest. We'll be like, brother, stop.
Smallest thing in the house. All right.
Brother, stop.
Smallest thing in the house. All right, here we go.
Bring it out.
All right. This is the book of Psalms, 19, verse 7.
Bring it out.
The law of the Lord is perfect.
What is perfect?
The law of the Lord is perfect.
Doing what?
Converting the soul. The testimony of the Lord is sure.
Making what?
Making the wise the simple. Making wise the simple.
So back when we go to 2 Timothy 3:17, the man of God may be perfect, man. That the man of God may keep these laws thoroughly, man. Thoroughly furnished unto all good works. That it convert his soul. That there be a changed man. That he be a man of the Most High God. Let's go to Sirach 19:29. Just wanted to get that right quick, that the man of God may be perfect, man, thoroughly. In and out, up and down.
19:29.
And sometimes you can look at a man and tell, man, if you're a man or not, man. I know we can look. Brothers come up to the camp. Yeah, man, I know I'm making it to the kingdom. Yeah, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. But we look at the man, how we look. Let's read this right quick and see.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 19, verse 29.
Read.
a man may be known by his look, and one that had understanding by his countenance. When thou meetest him.
So a man shall be known by his look and his countenance when thou meetest him. So when a righteous brother or righteous man come out here and meet a little boy talking about he a man, we tell him off the muscle, nah, brother. Oh, I'm making it to the kingdom now, little brother. I'm a man, but you gonna address me as a man now, you're not acting like a man. Scripture said you ain't carrying yourself like a man. He said a man can be known by his look. If we look at a man, what should a man have on, man? What's one thing a man should have on to be known by his look?
Pants.
I didn't think you were going there, but pants. Number one. That is number one. All praise. I just knew you were going fringes. Hey, no, but all praise, pants. Number one.
Then fringes.
Then beard.
Then beard.
Build the foundation.
Man, I ain't know you were going there
Let's
first.
build him up from the bottom.
All praise, man. Hold on. First of all, we didn't shoot shoes. I know the little
High heels.
Oh man, all praises on that, man. I did not think you were going there
slip
first.
slide.
You ain't lying, man. Hey, a man may be known by his look and one that has understanding in his countenance when thou meetest him. We understand this thing. When we meet a brother, we know, hey, brother, you sure talking like you hold little now. Where your friends is at then? What are those? Yeah, brother, strike one. Yeah, man, why your beard Fred cut out, man? Yeah, I just went to the barbershop. He lined me up, straightened me up. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with that? We know you ain't no man, man. You're a little boy. You out here playing. He should be known by his look and his countenance. Read 30.
Verse number 30. A man's attire.
A man's what?
Attire.
A man's what?
Attire.
A man's attire. Go ahead.
And excessive laughter. And get shows what he is.
Show what he is, man. A man attire. We can look you already, brother. Hey, brother, you're not a man, man. You're a little boy running around here trying to perpetrate as a man, man. Yeah, they small. That's why it's time. It's almost time to go. We're getting that small. It's time to go. But excessive laughter too, man. He playing around. So a lot of people come out there and they want to hear this truth, but guess what? They be playing. And we go out there, like we said, we like to have fun.
And that gat is the way a man walks.
Oh man, read that again, man.
He might have a little pimp.
Hey, not the pimp walk.
All right,
switching system.
That switch rock. I appreciate you pulling that. Now read that again, man. Because if he laughing too much, then you, brother, you laughing a little bit too much.
And he switching.
and you walking like that. Hold on, man. Stop this, man. This brother should be stopped, man. Read that again.
And them new dress, them new pants, what's that called? Them new dresses and pants?
Dress pants.
Yeah, dress.
Pants dress.
All right. Verse 30. A man's attire and excessive laughter.
And what?
And
and the way he walked, what?
Shows what he is.
That brother got a little feminine, man.
He got a twitching and
that brother got a little twist to him, man.
What's wrong with you?
Yeah, man, hey, we call it out. We call it out too. Yeah, we call it out when we see it, man. Let's go to 1 Corinthians 16 and 13.
I was born this way.
No, you wasn't. Please, that's 7:21. The Most High made every man upright.
Upright.
Every man and woman was made upright. All that, I was born this way. You're a lie, man. You lying on the Most High God, man.
God.
For real, I hate when people say that, man. I'll praise to the Most High, man. He made every one of us upright, man.
This is the book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 3, verse 13.
16, verse 13.
Oh, 16, 13.
Yeah. Because a man should be strong. This is another characteristic of a man, man. A man should be strong, man. You got to be a strong man, man. You can't be no little wimp, man. So, woman don't want to be with a weak man, man. Oh, soft man. Somebody true to come in, you running in the closet before she jump in the closet. She screaming, you screaming. Ah! Yeah, whose scream was that? And true to come in like, damn, whose scream was the two women?
Dang, I had a little competition
when
I got up in there.
16 and 13. Read
all right. 1 Corinthians, chapter 16, verse 13. Watch ye, stand fast in the faith.
Stand fast in the faith, man.
Quit Quiet you like a man.
Like men, be what?
Be strong.
Be what?
Be strong.
It said, watch, stand fast in the faith, man.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta be standing, feet on the ground, boots on the ground for this truth, man. Like a man,
and
man.
then quit you is to be brave.
That's right. Be brave like a man, man. Be strong. And the truth come, you baby, get back. I got this. Not go see what he want, baby. You go see what he want. He might want to see. No, man. Stop playing, man. Be strong, man. First Kings, Sirach, now First Kings 2:1. We got one more out of that. We got. Hey. I said a few more. First Kings 2:1-4. 1-4.
All right, this is the book of First Kings, chapter 2, starting with verse 1. Now the days of David drew nigh that he should die.
King David, man, what he do?
And he charged Solomon his son, saying,
He went up to Solomon, commanded him. His son saying what?
I go the way of all the earth.
Be what?
Be thou strong, therefore.
Be what?
Strong, therefore.
And what?
And show thyself a man.
And do what?
And show thyself a man.
I mean, we got to be strong, brave in this thing. He said, I go the way of all the earth, man. He said, be thou strong, therefore, and show thyself a man. Show me that you can do this thing. Show me that you're strong. Go ahead.
And keep the charge of the Lord thy God.
To do what?
To walk in his ways.
Keep the charge of the Lord, man. Keep these commandments, man, dearly, man. Press it on these people, man. Put it out there, man.
To keep his statutes and his commandments.
To keep his statutes and commandments, brother. Read on.
And his judgment. And his testimony.
And the testimonies of our forefathers and so on. Read on.
As it is written in the law.
Because they gave testimonies, man, back then, man, that we should go by, man. That we should believe, man, and we should have faith in, man. Read on.
As it is written in the law of Moses,
in the Torah,
that thou mayest prosper in all that thou doest.
That you shall prosper in all that you do, man.
And whithersoever thou turnest thyself.
Read 4.
That the Lord may continue his words which he spake concerning me.
Saying what?
Saying, if thy children take heed to their ways, to walk before me in that truth. Selassie. To walk before me in truth with all their heart and with all their soul.
What?
There shall not fail thee.
Said he who?
Said he, a man on the throne of Israel.
Who said this?
The man on the throne of Israel.
A man. So this is a man right here. He charging his son Solomon, man, telling him, man, keep the laws, man. I'm about to go. But you better make sure you keep this thing going, man. You better make sure that you hold the faith, man, that you stay stern in this thing, man, that you put it down, man, for the Most High God, man. You seen everything that happened. You heard of the testimonies of our forefathers, man. Keep this thing going, man. Instead of man, man. That's a man right there. 1 Corinthians 3:13. We'll get out of here, man. Last precept. And I mean last. This last one. For today. 1 Corinthians 3:13.
This is the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 3:13. Every man's work shall be made manifest.
Every man's work shall be made manifest. So every man, what you put in is work. That work that you put in, man, it's going to be made manifest. It's going to come to fruition, man. Fruition.
For the day shall declare it, because it shall be revealed by fire. And the fire shall try every man's work of what sort it is.
Of what sort it is. So you'll get tried, man. You better hope you put in that good work, brothers. You better make sure you be that man in the house of the Most High God. Read 14.
If any man's work abide which he had built thereupon,
He shall what?
He shall receive a reward.
So, man, brothers, man, you shall receive a reward if you follow the guidelines that the Most High God set up for you to be a man, knowing your role, providing for your family, sacrificing, man, obedience, staying strong. That's all we have to do, man. It sounds like a lot, but it's very simple. And it all boils down to what? Keeping the law, statutes, and commandments. Being that man that is a God-fearing man. We say we want to thank you for tuning in tonight, man. For those who had the opportunity to tune in to the Monday night class, like we always say, we have Sunday night class, Monday night class, Wednesday night, and then Saturday. We thank y'all for tuning in. Yeah, we'll get a lot.
Deuteronomy 6 and 14.
All praise. So we thank y'all for tuning in with us tonight. We're gonna get y'all a law because we always say be law keepers. So we want to give you a law every night, man. That we try to get Israel into knowing more and more laws, man, being able to do more laws. 6 and 14.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 6, verse 14.
Straight out.
Ye shall not go after other gods.
You shall do what?
Not go after other gods. Of the gods of the people which are round about you.
So man, that's heavy, man. You should not go after the guys, especially these old wannabe guys on this earth, man. You want to be like the white man,
but she's a god, is that?
You want to be a faggot, homosexual? You can walk around here being a punk, twitching and switching. You want to go after that guy? Stop it, man. Come on, man. What's that sick, Kardashian man. Father, man? Out here? Straight man. Female. Come on, man. Sick. So you want to do what he do? Stop playing. We not like them people, man. That should not go out to other guys, man. And like we say, we thank y'all for tuning in, man. Subscribe to the Battle Axe page, man. We thank y'all for sent money for the GoFundMe. It is coming to a good cause, and we're trying to get to a city or a town near you to push this truth. We still have Passover up and running for next week, man. We haven't heard anything as of right now, so we're going to keep putting it in, getting ready to gather with the brothers and sisters, man, to keep this high holy day, man. I'll praise to the Most High God with that. Say shalom.
Shalom.
It went to